Sens taking on Utah, looking to start the week off right, and a hockey club turnover on their power play is going to help them do just that. Utah would get one back, and man, let me tell you, I don't think I have ever seen a pass going low to high end up in the back of the net. But hey, this is a sport with vulcanized rubber on ice, man. Anything can happen. Sens get back to work. Giroux draws two no-name boys in, which leaves Stützle wide open. Stützle then draws a completely different two no-name boys towards him, and that leaves Giroux wide open, and then Giroux just tucks it home. Vintage Claude Giroux there. Not sure why the hockey club defends in a buddy system, but hey, man, we stick to our Canadian teams over here. Captain Chucky breaks his 10-game pointless drought on this play, but let's go back and see how. All right, he picks up this puck in the neutral zone, does a quick scan, and sees his line mates are a little far behind him, so he slows down, skates east slightly, passes it off to Giroux, and oh, look at that, everyone has arrived to the party. Giroux is now going to wait for both of his line mates to drive straight to the net, and once they get there, he sends a perfect backdoor pass to Timmy Stu, who gets denied, but Brady is right there because he hashtag goes to the net. Great patience from Giroux, great drives from Stützle and Tkachuk, and questionable defense from the Utah Hockey Club. Sens take this one 3-1, and post-game, Coach Travis Green says the boys are finally hungry now. The rebuild is over, so let's see if they can actually get to the dance this time.
Look at that speed from Connors. He dashes into the zone. What a move! Connor scores!
Highlight real beauty, silky smooth ability to drag that through both defensemen, and then sells Vladar a dream and goes upstairs on the backhand. My goodness, that was gorgeous. Some real smooth puck movement here from the Jets as Gabe Vilardi rips this one past Vladar. They enter the zone 3-on-2. They go all the way left, and then let's just take a look at where Gabe Vilardi is at this moment in time. He comes all the way down from his own zone's hash marks. Great patience from Scheifele to wait for him to join the play, and then Sandberg eyes in the back of his head straight to Vilardi as he rips this one past Vladar. Vilardi would not be done there as he gets a nice power play goal. Flames are late to their man, and unfortunately for them, their man cannot stop scoring tonight. Jets power play would torture the Flames yet again as Vilardi makes it 4 points on the night. 5-2 your final. Some controversy here as the Blues are looking for an equalizer, so Holloway hashtag goes to the net. And then when he gets there, Hughes appears to shove him into his goalie multiple times. Wouldn't you know it, shot comes on, and oh no, Lankinen can't make the save. And here comes the dreaded goalie interference review. Look, I don't know, man. To me, this is not goalie interference because Hughes basically shoves Holloway in there, but nowadays you never know, so spin the wheel.
After coach's challenge, it was confirmed that there was goaltender interference. There is no goal.
Okay, don't ask me why or how. Canucks get away with one early and they would never look back. Hughes, Garland, Myers, and Sutter all with 2-point nights as the Canucks earn a 4-point lead on the Blues in the wild card race. My goodness, what's this? Back-to-back goalie interference challenges? All right, what do we got here? Again, man, I don't know. Spin the wheel. This one should count, though. Looks to me like Kulak takes out Picard on his own will.
We got a good goal. Edmonton's got a minor penalty for delayed game.
Okay, good. Anyways, Connor McCrosscheck is back from his 3-game suspension as he receives his puck with a lane to the net, and he's going to tap that one home. I just want to go back a few seconds. What the hell kind of plan is this? If this is how you plan to defend Connor McDavid, you're gonna lose every single time. 97 back in the lineup, back on the score sheet as he gets the Oilers back even with half the game to go. Kraken come up ice looking to counter, but the play dies due to a muffin of a shot from Burakovsky. Instead of rushing this play out of his zone, Nurse takes his time, does a quick scan, and thinks, holy shit, Corey, what are you doing out there? Sends a dart of a pass, tape to tape. Corey Perry has all the time in the world. He beats Joey OK, and that would be your GWG. Oilers take this one 4-2 to end Monday night. The Habs would start this one off dominant as it seemed that every shift they were generating a scoring chance. Shot after shot after shot, and they finally get one past Hellebuck. It's the top line going to work. Caulfield down low to Suzuki from Gretzky's office, and he sends it to a wide open Uri Slafkovsky. You got to keep your eye on that man or he'll make you pay. And while that was some great work from the Habs top line, they are simply no match for the Jets top line. As they would combine for 5 points on the night, Jets go on to score 4 straight and rip this one from the hands of of Montreal 4-1. Mackenzie Weegar is in a pickle in his own zone. He makes a tape-to-tape pass, but unfortunately it's to Pierre-Luc Dubois, and it's 1-0 Capitals. Thanks to a power play and some nice work in front by Coleman, the Flames would get back even, but one goal is not going to be enough to win you a hockey game nowadays. The Caps know this as they go on to bury 2 more times to take this one 3-1. The Calgary Flames have scored the least amount of goals out of all the Canadian teams, and yet they are still hanging on to that wild card spot. Just imagine where they would be if they had a little more offensive production. Leafs' first game here in 4 days as they play host to the Minnesota Wild, and they get off to quite a pathetic start. Puck goes down low, and now it's a board battle between Morgan Rielly and Jacob Lauko. Rielly tries to take the puck, Lauko takes the body, and now Rielly has no shot at making a play on this puck. Lauko sends his puck in front to Kuznetsov, who is wide open because these 3 Leafs are all caught puck watching, and in a second it's in the back of their net. Just a quiet and uninspired performance from Toronto tonight. Minnesota held them to the perimeter, and whenever they did break through, Gustafsson made the save. That's 3 straight losses for the Leafs and only 3 goals in the last 3 games. Goals win games, kids, and you're not gonna go far only scoring 1 every game. Ask the Calgary Flames. Apparently, the Canucks are trying to use this roadie as a turning point in the season. They beat the Blues on Monday, and tonight they have the Preds. Great start here as the Canucks execute a flawless 4-on-2 play to get them the first goal. Pettersson gets this up to Hughes, but Hughes has a man on him, so he drops it back to Pettersson. Hughes takes the D-man wide, and now he's half a step late to close on Pettersson. Pettersson takes the space, drives both D back, and makes room for Linus Karlsson to get in behind. Hughes sends this over to Höglander, who rips this one through a screened UC Saros. A lot going on in that play, but some key movements help set up that goal. Canucks get a feel-good moment here as the 3rd round draft pick from 2018 gets his first career goal because he #goes to the net. As we highlighted in the previous play, kid had a great night tonight, and the Canucks get a solid win here in Nashville, and hey, perhaps this road trip will be the turning point for them. 3rd straight win, and it puts them right back into a playoff spot. 3 minutes into Thursday night, and the Bruins make a costly mistake. They give the Amalfi Jets a power play. Niederreiter backdoor to Mesnikov, and the Jets are up 1. Then in that same period, Neil Pionk wires it on, and it's a filthy redirection from Scheifele to full Korpisalo. Bruins get back even with 19 minutes to go in the game, and then the Jets just lean forward in their chair and start sweating. They score 4 straight unanswered goals to completely annihilate the Boston Bruins. That is 5 straight wins now for the Amalfi Jets as they continue to be hot.
Final start at the Bell Center in his home province. It is a shutout for Marc-Andre Fleury.
Nothing but respect after the game for the Montreal product. Habs come back down to the ground as it is now 4 straight losses. Kicking us off here in Ottawa, and oh my goodness, it's a goalie interference review.
No, another one?
Batherson does get into Lindgren's kitchen, and so yeah, it does look like that's enough to call it back. The question I'd be asking if I was a Sens fan is, are we sure Lindgren doesn't have enough time to recover to make that save? Refs say he didn't, fans don't like it, and so we play on at 1-1. Shorthanded here, Norris gets in behind Karlsson, and oh, you can't do that, sir. We got a shorthanded penalty shot. Norris capitalizes on the penalty shot, he makes it 2-1, and now 4-2 Sens in the 3rd period, and the Caps turn the puck over yet again on their power play. And oh my goodness, it is another shorthanded penalty shot for the Sens. Pinto bets red, tables turn black, and the Sens go 1 for 2 on penalty shots in the same game. Ovi at the point sells pass and fires a wrister to the top corner. I guess Forsberg couldn't see it. Whatever, man. It's now 4-3 Sens with 5 minutes remaining. Really hope the Sens don't blow this. Oh, and yeah, it's Ovi again from the point, fires it on, chaos ensues, and Strome shovels the loose puck over the line, and we're off to extras. Here's a freeze frame from OT. There are 3 Caps here against this wall, and there are also 2 Sens against this wall. Yes, that's right. There is a Sens player missing. Now, where do we think he's gonna show up, everyone? Well, if you said right here in the acres of space the Caps have provided, you would be correct. Shabbat appears on screen. He beats Lindgren, and that is the extra point for the Sens. They are now just 4 points behind the 2nd place Maple Leafs. Now we head over to Calgary, where GM Craig Conroy wants to bolster his lineup and try and get some offense defense in there. Just imagine where they would be if they had a little more offensive production. Well, we're gonna find out. The Flames add a middle six two-way forward in Morgan Frost and a middle six scoring rush winger in Joel Farabee. They lose a middle six net front scoring winger and a young fourth line winger who definitely has more to give. Shout out Jay Fresh for all these player analysis. Please go follow him on Twitter. I guess you could say it's a win now kind of move, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sold on this one. Flames fans, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you like the trade? Do you hate it? Was it necessary even? Let us know your thoughts.
Pospisil's about to him down to Klapka. Backhand. Oh, what a beauty. Klapka.
6'8" giant Adam Klapka does his best Tage Thompson impression as he dances smoothly around the Ducks and tucks it in past the goalie. Silky smooth hands, and like, how do you defend that when there's a 6'8" frame protecting the puck? That's a pretty nice one for the second goal of your career. Matt Coronado puts up a 3-point night as the Flames score 3 more unanswered goals after Klapka's beauty as they take care of the Ducks 4-1 your final. Oilers get off to a hot start, scoring 2 goals in the first period, but unfortunately for them, they do not finish strong. Red Wings get right back into it and they take the extra point in the shootout. That marks the 4th time of the season where the Oilers do not win the game after leading by multiple goals. Basically, they need to find a better way to hold on to a lead. Ladies and gentlemen, the Millerson saga is over as the Canucks make a deal to send JT Miller back to the Rangers. Again, thanks to Jay Fresh for the following. The Canucks are sending away JT Miller, who is a strong, complete offensive forward who has been struggling to finish this year. They also give up Eric Brandstrom, who seems to be the second coming of Rasmus Sandin. Strong puck mover, good offensive instincts, but will turn the puck over from time to time. They also send over a prospect in Jack Dorrington, who could be literally anything. He is magic beans at this point. The Canucks receive Philip Hedl, a middle six center who is great in transition and works hard in the dirty areas. However, he has had some bad injury luck as of late. They also receive a young right shot defenseman in Victor Mancini. Depth guy now, but he is only 22. Tons of time to grow. They also receive a protected 2025 first round pick, the conditions of which are now on screen if you would like to read that. And then they decide, nah, we want another Pettersson. Canucks go out and get a top pair guy who's only making $4 million for 1 more year, as well as an absolute water bug of a player in Drew O'Connor. He does all the right things, but he can't seem to finish the chances he generates for himself. They send Pittsburgh David Desharnais, who is a 6'7" defenseman who is better off without the puck. Anton Heinen, who is a strong utility winger who actually has played in Pittsburgh in the past. A prospect who again could be literally anything, and a 2025 first round pick. Yes, that's right, the exact same one they got for JT Miller. All right. Canucks fans, we know you guys have thoughts on this one and we want to hear it. Let us know in the comments. Are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? What exactly is going through your heads right now? Honestly, it completely makes sense why they had to trade Miller. Imagine his face upon learning he's playing with a 3rd Pettersson. Yep, there is now 3 Petterssons on the Vancouver Canucks. 2 Elias Petterssons, by the way. So anyways, the Canucks played a hockey game after all this, and shockingly, they lost 5-3 to the Stars. But hey, at least Jake DeBrusk remembered how to score again. We start this one with the Minnesota Wild taking on the Ottawa Senators. Sens are up 2-0. Pinto dumps this one in. He goes after it, and it is essentially a pass to himself because the Wild are sleeping. He swings it to Greg. Greg finds Amadio, and that would be Michael Amadio's first goal in 26 games. You just know that one felt good. Second period just about to come to a close here, and Ryan Hartman would be assessed a 15-minute match penalty for attempt to injure on Tim Stützle. Definitely don't like the way he takes Stützle down like that. He can't really defend himself in that situation. I completely agree with the call here.
Back up top to Sanderson, to Tim Stützle. Down low. Senators working it around, and he scores! To Kachuk. Kachuk keeps, shoots, and he scores! And Sanderson, back to Stützle. Stützle waits. Batherson scores!
Lethal offense from the Sens as they get Hartman back on the scoreboard. Levi Merolainen earns the shutout and becomes the first goalie in Sens history with 3 shutouts through his first 13 career starts. Jets win the puck battle on the wall. Sandberg throws it on and it finds a way. And that would be his first goal in 20 games. Guess tonight is drought ending night, eh? 7 minutes left in the game. Jets up by 1, but oh no, it's an Alex Ovechkin 1 one-timer with heat. So much heat that the puck essentially goes through Connor Hellebuck, and that would send us off to overtime. Scheifele gives it to Morrissey to get over the line, and then Scheifele takes a route directly between the two defensemen. Morrissey sees this, he gives it to him, and now Morrissey drives straight to the front of the net. And that would be game. Gorgeous give and go to end this game off for Morrissey and Scheifele. That would be 8 points and 20 goals for the Amalfi Jets this week. Stellar performance. Unfortunately, Flames fans, it looks as though it's going to take a while for the new guys to gel, as a lack of offense lets the Flames down yet again. Red Wings take this one 3-1 in Calgary. All right, moment you all been waiting for. It's the main event. It's the 19th meeting between America's best and Canada's best, and these are always must-watch games. Tavares and Nyes come back for Toronto in this one, and immediately you can feel the impact. Oilers are trying to break this puck out, but Tavares seals the wall. He finds Willie in the slot, and it's in the back of the net for the 30th time. Gigantic screen in front from Pax Maxaretti. Stuart Skinner has no shot of seeing this puck. And then the Leafs get a power play, and now it's Nyes' turn. 16 gives the puck to 34. 34 fires it on, and Nyes goes to work. Net front king buries the puck. That's 2-0 Leafs as the Oilers get off to a sluggish start. Evan Bouchard, looking to get his team back in it, unloads a cannon of a shot. Bouch bomb right through the screen, and the Oilers now have life. But then Mitch Marner turns into a magician.
Two this year. Here's Nyes to Matthews. Drop for Marner to the net and scores.
Mitchell, they have families, man. No need to make those guys look like pylons. Silky smooth the way he just slaloms through the sticks and then tucks it through Skinner. Leafs up 4-1. Oilers looking to bounce back yet again. Nuge with a head of steam up ice sends it to Hyman and then drives straight through the middle. When he does this, it forces Riley to take him, and it opens up a shooting lane for Hyman, and it's 4-2. We got a 4-3 game with 4 minutes to go, and it's McDavid over to Draisaitl, and it's a tie hockey game. However, the Leafs are challenging for offside. Let me tell you something. When the Leafs challenge your goal, you better get ready to score again, because these guys haven't been wrong since 2022. Wouldn't you know it, the entry's offside. We're back to 4-3, and the Oilers get back at it.
Here's Draisaitl. Bouchard. Big stop. Rebound. Oh, did you see that?
Bodies flying everywhere. It's absolute pandemonium. And are you kidding me with that, Joseph? The American Wall sprawls out and saves the game, robbing Corey Perry with that glove. Takes away a sure game tying goal. 45 saves for Joseph Wall tonight, and that's was the biggest one yet. And the Leafs escape Edmonton with 2 points. Your Week 17 stats. Most goals was a tie between Connor Garland, Kyle Connor, and Mark Scheifele, all with 3. Jake Sanderson had 7 freaking points this week. Levi Merilainen made 50 saves, got 2 wins, and only conceded twice. And the Amalfi Jets collected 8 out of a possible 8 points and also scored 20 goals along the way. The Habs struggled to get any points this week, and the Leafs, Flames, and Oilers did not do much better for themselves either. So that's it. Let us know what you thought about the hockey we saw this week. Which Canadian team do you think was the worst? Which do you think was the best? Comment down below your favorite part of this video, as well as don't forget to check that communities tab here on YouTube, where we are asking a ton of questions. We need your feedback on how to do things over here at True North Hockey. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you Sunday for Week 18.